What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. Just got down here to the river and we got some good current and some good water levels, so no more talking, let's get to fishing. Oh, nice cast, Brian. Way to go, buddy. So this is that Lews 7.3 medium heavy on a Diawa Takara 7-speed. Holy smokes! First cast on the old chatterbait. First fish on the 7.3 medium heavy. Hey, dude, that's a nice walleye. Hey, man. This trick works for you guys every friggin' year. It gets you guys every year. You didn't want nothing to do with the frit side, did ya? You said, get that little thing out of here, I'm feeding up. He is a sporto. Look at that freaking hook place penetration right in the top of the snout. That's where you want to see it, man. And that's another thing I was doing, guys, is experimenting with throwing a friggin' chatterbait on something with a more parabolic tip than usual. I kind of lean towards the stiffer stuff when throwing chatterbaits and stuff. I don't know, I feel like I get better penetration, but that just showed me something different. It sure did. All right, thank you for playing along, man. Something told me tie that dude on this morning. I had something totally different tied on. There you go, buddy. Getting his ballast. He's gone. He's good. Man, he smoked it too. I know I say that about something, but if you guys watch the whole replay and hook set, the only thing I noticed was during the fight, that's the first time that's ever happened to me, my reel wasn't snug down all the way, so my reel was wobbling inside the reel seat, and that wasn't a big fish. But guys, I do this in variations every year. It works for bass in the spring too, but for some reason after that it seems like it loses its effectiveness. But it just so happens that the only boot tail swim bait style bait I like to put on there is made by ZMan also. It's that diesel minnow, not the razor shad. I bet you that would work too, but the diesel minnow works real good on the back of this, because Kitech boot tail swings are too big. And if you were to look at, like, say, you know how aircraft designers put a wing and everything in those chambers where they do the test with airflow. If you were to look at the way a boot tail is going, a Kitech, and the way a chatterbait blade, it has something to do with they cancel each other out. There's a little school of them in here. So it's so freaking cold out there that I just had to wrap it up, man. And plus it's like 10 minutes till time to go, and I gotta stop and get gas and all that crap. So I will, once I get home after work, show you guys some other variations of this same technique. But it works, man. Man, for some reason I don't have footage of big largemouth being caught. I don't know why I didn't have my camera with me, or I'll have to dig through some older videos, but anyway, it's something to do to target walleye. And in the spring, the bass seem to come back around towards it too, as the walleye have already spawned and the big females are starting to pull back out to deep. You will see the transition in throwing this bait. It's a fun way to throw soft plastics instead of the same old skirted. So there's two things you can do. You can take the skirt all the way off, or you can trim it way down, or you can leave it on, I guess, but then you're not really like doing a bait hack. You're just throwing the same trailer everybody was throwing before Z-Man came out with the razor shad. So, you know, just take that dang skirt off, man. For some reason, it gets bigger bites, and I'll show you guys a couple variations of it when I get back to the house. Cool. Alright folks, I told you I'd talk about some other chatterbaits and the other hack. So this is the original one that I spin off of. This is the template. It was a bucktail chatterbait, and I never had any luck with it because I'm a horrible bucktail anything fisherman. So I cut all the bucktail off and I put on a dill pickle ZMan, what are these called? Diesel minnows. Yep. And boy, have I caught big walleye, big sauger, and some big bass with this bait right here. And don't kid yourself, the pros are doing it too. But you know, it just depends on what they're feeding on, and the color of the bait is going to determine what type of trailer I go for. See, like with this red cross eyes that I just pulled out of the package, I'm obviously going for the cross, so I got the Z-Man, oh yeah, Z-Craw Jr. in California 420, so you can see the red flake in it. So what I'm going to do is, first off, I'm going to pinch down these keepers so they don't rip up my plastic. Man, that's a little better. And then I'm going to move the weed guard out of the way and see where she lines up. So I'm just feeding it, making sure it stays center, and then pop my hook point out. Like so. Might trim that skirt up just a little bit, but I mean, you can see they tested to see how far to make the skirt length with different trailers, and it fits fine with the Salt Craw Jr., because a lot of people use it as a chatterbait trailer if you're wanting to impersonate Crawdad. But the Diesel Minnow or the Razor Shad is another great trailer. Now, as far as the, let's say, lunker hunt, where it's not a fixed head on a skirted jig hook. What I did was I took all that off and I put on the Zoom Fluke Junior in, what is that, white ice. And in the summer, when their metabolism is running full throttle, this gets bit a lot because it just darts and moves and looks like a fleeing bait fish. It works really well, especially over submerged weeds. You'll pull whoever's living in there, you'll pull them out for sure. You see a lot of people like to throw, you know, their chatterbaits on 17 and 20. I think that's overkill. You're gonna dead end the action of the bait. So the lowest I'll go is like 14. I can throw them on 12, especially the lighter ones, all day. But yeah, this is my chatterbait box. So yeah. This is a great color right here. Oh, this is another great boot-tailed trailer, is the missile-baked Shockwave. It was designed for, that's its role, to be a chatterbait trailer. Caught a lot of bass on this particular bait. Still have yet to catch anything on this stealth blade. Yep, I sure haven't. But I will. This is one of my favorite heavy big fish baits. This is a 3/4 ounce ZMan with a caffeine swimming shad by Strike King. Big fish bite getter right there. And also, Freedom Tackle teamed up with ZMan to come out with their own football head Freedom Tackle Lure Company chatterbait. You can see with like a finesse jig skirt, and it's got interchangeable hook. If you watch the episode, I think it's 14, titled Paint Your Targets, you'll see a nice bass caught on this bait right here. And that's about it, guys. You know, the main thing to be concerned about this time of year is just to roll them slow. You can't do anything fast or it's gonna look unnatural. So, hope you all enjoyed the episode. Leave me a thumbs up if you like it. Don't if you don't. Ring that notification bell so you know when I upload another episode. And please make sure you are subscribed so you're eligible to win the monthly giveaways. This is Guy with the GoPro Fishing Show. Out for now.